and welcome to Horizonte, a show that takes a look at current issues through a Hispanic lens. I'm your host, Catherine Anaya. Chico Inc. is one of the oldest ethnic arts organizations in the country, founded right here in Phoenix back in 1975. 50 years later, it remains a leader in promoting Latino and indigenous culture throughout art and community engagement. We'll talk to one of the co-founders of Chico and one of its longtime board members. But first, here's a glimpse of what Chico does.
Chico serves over 250 artists, and in addition, our community-based programs and collaborations reach over 50,000 people annually.
Chico's one of the only organizations in town, arts organizations in town, that offer a safe space for artists of all types, emerging artists, well-seasoned artists.
In teaching other artists, what I like the best is that if I inspire them, I'm inspired that much more.
This is their first opportunity to show. It's their first opportunity to experience some engagement with artists from across the U.S. or across Mexico, really throughout the globe.
Here to talk more about the enduring power of Chico is one of its co-founders, Carmen Guerrero, Executive Director of the Cultural Coalition, and one of Chico's emeritus board members, Jose Cardenas. Welcome to both of you. It's so wonderful to have you here.
Pleasure to be here.
So Carmen, congratulations,
Thank
50
you.
years. It's hard to believe that it's been in the community that long. Tell me a little bit about what was happening in the community when you started this with your fabulous husband, Zarko, back in 1975.
Well, it was the beginning of ethnic arts, I think. We used to call, the National Endowment for the Arts had another terminology, expansion art. So Black theater troupes started about the same time, Child's Play started at the same time, and Chicanillo started in 1975. So we are part of that whole group of people who wanted to really have a voice in the arts and wanted to represent the arts and show that there's more art than what is in private institutions.
And did you ever envision that it would be so impactful all these years later? I mean, it's really grown.
Never. I never thought I'd be alive now, you know? And I never thought the organization would be still here and still relevant. So that's really, really special to know that.
It is indeed. Let's talk a little bit about how it's grown. Jose, you've been a longtime board member and very passionate about the organization. Can you talk to me a little bit about how it's evolved over the years and grown to what it is today?
Sure. My connection is based in large part by my wife's connection with Chicanillo. We met Carmen and Zarko in 1979, shortly after arriving here. And Virginia went to work at first as a volunteer and then as program director and later as a member of the board. So over 30 years of commitment to Chico. And Chico has grown. The foundation laid by Carmen and Zarko was tremendous. And it offers arts programs throughout the city, throughout the county. It's moved from the original location in Mesa to a gallery in Chandler, and now it's in downtown Phoenix. The number of people that it serves has grown tremendously, thanks to all of the work and the artists who are involved. And it still remains very much an artist-focused organization.
Yes, as you intended, right, Carmen,
Yes.
back in the day in 1975 when you started this with Zarko. Can you tell me a little bit about the cultural relevance that it maintains in the community?
Well, it's one of the only organizations in the state and the whole country that still provides a place for Latino and Native American artists to showcase their art. And art is so important. Art is an expression of our humanity, and art connects us with our divinity. So that's how come I think it's really important to have it still growing now.
Absolutely. Jose, tell me a little bit about the importance of Chico to the artists, not just the artists who are known for being seasoned, but also the emerging up-and-coming artists.
Well, absolutely. We have many young artists who participate in the workshops that we do, but even down to elementary school levels. We have a mobile van that goes out and visits and gets these young people interested in the arts, and we promote them and make sure that people know what the arts can mean to them and to their community and develop that talent.
And Carmen, how important would you say that this is to cultural understanding in the community, building cultural awareness about what these artists provide for all of us when we appreciate what they do?
Well, art makes an indelible mark especially in children. So it's really important that we continue doing art education and going to schools and having that contact with children, especially now that most schools don't even have art programs. But art is also community building. So when we come together and we have an event and the whole families come, this is really important because we are not really just saying only this person from this party comes, but everybody's involved. It's very democratic. So art is really, really what keeps our community engaged and growing and vibrant, and also the expression of our humanity. That's really important.
It is very inclusive. And speaking of community, you mentioned that you encourage everybody to be a part of this from all ages. Tell me a little bit, Jose, if you will, some of the programs that you provide for the community.
So we have arts programs that, as I mentioned, the youth programs go out to the community. A few years ago, we were fortunate to get funding for a mobile van that goes out and visits the different schools. Starting with Carmen and Zarco, we've always done programs in schools. In fact, at one point we were doing programs on drug use, teenage pregnancy and so forth, presented by musicians, including Carmen and Zarco, and presented in a way that wasn't preaching, but was informing and educating. And if I may just add one comment about the importance of art.
Yes.
My late wife not only spent 30 years working with and for Chico, but was also a member of the Arizona Commission on the Arts and chaired it for a number of years. And it was her strong belief that the arts serve as a bridge between Arizona's diverse communities. And we actually need that more than ever.
We certainly do. And I love the fact that Chico is also home to artists to be able to hone their craft, because it is a studio as well, right?
Yeah, and we brought in master printmakers from not only from California, but a year ago we brought one of the most famous and prominent printmakers from Mexico City in to work with our artists. The experienced artists benefited tremendously, as well as the less experienced people.
So this is a great way for the artists also to network with other artists of various levels. I mean, it's an education not just for the artists, but the community.
Exactly.
It elevates the purpose of the art. It elevates the artist as a profession. So when children are looking at us as artists, they're thinking, oh, I can be an artist. I'd love to learn an instrument. I love to learn how to dance folklorico dance. There's so much more to explore. So it just opens the door.
Well, I want to say congratulations, because you and Zarco were honored last month at the annual Chico Arts and Dinner Gala with the Virginia E. Cardenas Arts Advocate Award. Congratulations on that. And this was very important to you and Zarco because you are co-founders of this incredible organization. What did it mean to you, in your words?
Oh, it's a realization of a dream. It's like I still feel like I'm walking on the clouds, because it's a beautiful award and it means so much. It means so much to us too. So thank you, Chico, for recognizing us.
Well, this award is named after your beautiful wife, Virginia. She passed away in 2012, and then this award was established. Can you tell me a little bit about that, Jose, and what it means to have this, have Virginia's name on it?
So at the dinner that followed after her passing, the board announced that they were going to create an award in her honor. And then this was created after that, and the first award was in 2014 to Benito Almanza, the president of the Bank of America, a longtime supporter of the organization. What it means in particular, and by the way, this is our Arts Advocate Award. It's presented annually to individuals or organizations that have made an impact in the arts for the benefit of all Arizonans. But this piece is of particular significance this year, or this award that we made this year, because Carmen and Zarco were two of Virginia's best friends.
Oh, I love
and
that.
She had worked for them for so long. So it has great personal significance to me, but also it's hard to imagine anybody else who's been as much of an arts advocate as Carmen and Zarco. In fact, Virginia's own arts advocacy is something she learned from them, from working with them for so many years. So very significant.
And it comes full circle. I just
does.
love that. So
It
many
does.
interpersonal ties.
Yes, especially because it's the 50th year and we're
Yes.
honoring the founders.
Tell me a little bit about the statue itself.
So the statue is the result, the creation of two of Virginia's favorite artists, Zarco, of course, and Joe Ray. The image itself, the angel with the heart, is based on a painting that Joe did. It's called Esperanza, Hope, and it was in connection with a cancer that was affecting one of his family members. So he did that, and when we first talked about doing something like this, he decided that was the image to use. And then he worked with Sarco to create a 3D model of it. And then that was delivered to the people who did the casting. And we have this beautiful bronze, very heavy bronze statue now that's presented annually. And this will be the 11th year that it's been presented. There was 1 year we didn't do it because of COVID.
Right.
But other than that, it's been continuous, and it's a great tribute to Virginia. And I can't think of anything that would make her happier.
Absolutely. It is just so special, Carmen. And, you know, you're here speaking for Zarco as well. What does it mean to both of you to receive something with so much deep meaning to it? And then on top of it, Zarco had an involvement in creating it.
Well, it's like I said, it's very ethereal almost, you know, but we're also very happy because we're being recognized by a whole community of people that knew Virginia, that understand the importance of the arts and support the arts. Because that's one thing that Chico has done for all these years, always been able to bring people to support the arts. And so we're very happy to be part of this family. It is growing, and also that the whole community is going to be there. So I'm very excited, very happy for it.
So wonderful. So you're both leaving this incredible legacy behind with Chico, and of course, all of the things that you do in the community on a regular basis still to this day. When people discover Chico, what would you like them to walk away feeling?
Feeling like the arts is just another pillar of our community. Just like we have doctors and lawyers and teachers and professors and all these other people who make our society work, the artists are there too. We are part of that whole community that make people feel good, make people, especially children, feel self-esteem, and then also that bring this whole connection with our humanity.
What about you, Jose?
Well, the theme for the dinner was Primavera, spring.
Yes.
And we emphasized that we're not resting on our laurels. We're looking forward to the next 50 years. The signature piece, and the one we used to promote the event, was a beautiful, beautiful, huge mass by Sarco called 50 Sol, 50th Sun. We're on our way.
Yes, indeed. Well, you both have just done tremendous things when it comes to the arts in our community, and I'm so blessed to have both of you here. And Carmen, congratulations to you and Zarco, because it's so well-deserved, certainly long overdue, and you continue to do amazing things in this community.
Well, we're really happy, and we hope that we can work more towards, you know, enlarging the arts and the number of people that we can touch and we can connect.
Well, if anybody's going to do that, it's both of you and Zarco.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Well, and you've been a big help over the years. You've
I appreciate
participated
that.
in some of our dinners, and we're very grateful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining me, and thank you. That's our show for Horizonte and Arizona PBS. I'm Catherine Anaya.